welcome back everyone. It has been a while to my wonderful channel and I hope you guys are doing well. I know I've been missing in action for quite a while. So, as we should always start out with hello everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of Pokemon Crystal version Let's P with me, your favorite Pokemon Let's Player, Bookmarku underscore marshmallows slash S. Okay, so yeah, a little update. We've been doing a lot of different stuff, so kind of like had a lot of quite a few art projects that I had to get done during like the latter half of February, and also we had like a lot of extra stuff to do with my music stuff. I actually released my single, well, a solo version of the single, but I released it on like the 29th of February, so you know, leap year, it's a special day. It only happens every once in a while. So I'll probably put that in a link in the description if anyone's interested in that, at least just listening to it. I love it, and there will be a different version and a group version later on with the FurutsuSandoIdol group. That's exciting. I'm just waiting for other members to like finish recording. So yeah, those will be really good. So okay, basically what happened here is we're doing another attempt to get through this basically. So originally, back before I went on the unspoken of hiatus, we had actually recorded this back before like the 12th of February. Yeah, and so what happened was actually I didn't actually get to. This is pretty low actually. Hold on, I don't know if you guys can even hear the game. You should just hear me. I'll just put it at 72 just to make sure that I'm not blaring you guys, but it's not like unheard of because like I don't think it's really picking up sound either. So it's gonna be a little wonky. So I apologize for this video. This is actually, yeah, we're actually watching the recording right here. And I'm actually trying to figure out what we're doing. Obviously we did go for another, I think this is the 4th time we're battling now. This might be the 5th. But yeah, we're using Yolk. So the Xatu is like seeing the future and it's like confused because like there's so much things happening in the future, you know. And then it's like Psychic! And then Yafu is taking the brunt of it, but Yafu's like, well, you're flying type and you're confused, so I need you to stop seeing the future. And this is like not future sight, this is total psychic, so stop reading my mind. Yafu's like, ice wind! And then it's like, whoa, that's cold. But okay, yeah, so basically what happened is I recorded this and it did not go through like the audio, like, well, not the audio but my mic recording. So this is the recording from over a month ago. And like I said, I just been so busy with so many different projects and things that had to get done that I couldn't really very well like put time to like re-record this. So now we're doing this right now. I might be just as surprised as you guys. I do know the turnout of everything, but I don't really recall what happens in between everything. I haven't rewatched this at all. This is actually the first time rewatching it. Just me noting. The last time I watched it was when I found out that the mic audio wasn't recorded. Yeah, so this is the reason why everyone always has like the separate like mic recording. But it's my fault. It was my fault in general anyway because the mic was muted, so it wouldn't have worked anyway even if I had done a separate mic recording. But yeah, so we definitely do take that as a learning experience to prevent this from happening again, the best case scenario. The Jinx is down. I mean, we've already done, like, we always, like, take care of Will very easily. So I'm not really worried about, dealing with Will. It really comes down to when we get to, Bruno and, Koga. We haven't even gotten to Cotton yet, so that's crazy. But yeah, so, we're gonna Yutoku. You know, Yutoku is there and skillful when it counts, and she really does make a big difference when it comes to, like, where she's effective. And so Slowbro is that place where she actually is effective. Because Slowbro is, like, really not sure what he can do, and you know, Yutoku has quite a decent range of, like, special defense at the very least. When she was a Sunker, not so much, but now that she's a Sunflora, yes. So, like, she's, like, dancing, she's like, yes, because I am Japanese, and she knows she's doing that, and it worked. And the Slowbro was just, like, mesmerized. So we get the Executor, you know, yeah, we're gonna change, I think. Obviously we go to, I mean, Kohler would be a good choice, honestly, but, I could be wrong. Are we gonna bring in Yafu? No, Grass and Psychic type? Is that what we're doing? Nah, I think we're gonna use Kohler, because, like, isn't that, like, double grass, like, isn't that, like, 4 times weakness? Like, you know, the bug to, like, the grass and, like, psychic type, is that how that works? Or is that, like, I don't know how that actually works. Is bug effective against, you know, the psychic type as well? I don't know, we're gonna find out because we choose a pin missile. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's 4 times super effective. It's doing that much damage without the critical. Like, yo, get it. And then he's gonna use Reflect. You know, like, you can raise that all you want, but we're just gonna have extra turns. Like, come on now. Reflect is nice, but it wasn't gonna do anything. We just needed more than one move. So Kohler takes care of that. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, we made some good decisions. Then we got the Xatu, the other Xatu coming out. I've always wondered, is Xatu like his signature Pokemon? Is that the thing? I think Xatu is his signature. You don't really see Xatu in any other Pokemon trainer, or, you know, otherwise. I think Xatu is. I always try to figure out what everyone's signature Pokemon is. I always miss out on figuring that out personally. Alright, so this one is also ready to see the future, as you can see. Like, there's a double eyes things going on here. It's like realizing that, like, it's realizing that the world survived past, you know, 2012. So Yufu is confused, and, you know, he's easily confused. Like, look at this guy. Look at that guy in the middle on the right, on the bottom right hand corner. Like, he just looks like he could be easily confused. He's adorable. Okay. I actually just did a stream. I finally drew him non-chibi in digital form, so that was fun. It's really nice to have all my characters now in a digital aspect. But it just turns out that I had to draw. And it took out Yufu. I forgot all about that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Yufu. So Yufu was having a hard time. Maybe he was just kind of tired, right? He was kind of tired. We're not gonna use Kohler, are we? No, we're gonna use Yafu because, like, it's part flying type. So icy wind, yes. But then it's like psychic. I already knew that you were gonna do it. And it's like, well, I just need one. But Yafu misses. And Xatu takes out Yafu because Yafu wanted to miss. That is rough. Okay, so plan B. I bring out Yafu because we know that Yafu is faster than everybody. Real talk. Yafu is faster than everybody, and is part flying type, so like with a thunder punch, and he's a special type user. It just works out. You know, boom, done, bam, shlam, you know, kablam. Elite Four Will has been defeated yet again, and he can't believe it, even though we've already defeated him like 5 times. At least 4. Like, I think this is the 4th attempt, but it could be the 5th attempt. Because I did do some double tries in between, because like I was like, no, I can do this, and then we just didn't. So it's been a while. It has been a while. I have been absent from the YouTube scene for quite a while. We've been doing a lot of different projects and a lot of different self-care stuff for ourselves too. So I mean, it is probably much needed, but we are back, and I am ready to have a full whatchamacallit of this video. This is actually going to be like a longer video, so expect at least over an hour, because it is practically, you know, and hopefully, well, I see the stats now, and it's working out pretty well. We're already over 10 minutes in, over 10 minutes, so yeah, 11 minutes. So yeah, so we're just healing. You know, you guys know how this works. Like, you heal, make sure you have enough healings and stuff for everything. But yeah, so we're gonna tack it down. Hold up. Okay, just had a yawn for a little bit. Okay, so we are actually not tired because we actually slept very well today. I've also been playing like quite a few different games and like doing a lot of like imaginative like story work and stuff. I'm getting better at my story writing too. Seems really good. It's Koga! You know, I love Koga, but mainly because like the whole ninja aspect. But also like my favorite character in Inuyasha was like Koga. So it's like whoosh. It's so good. Just so good. So we're gonna go and take care of this ninja ninpo, and then Vanilla is like nin, like the last thumbnail we had, and it's the Ariado. So we're covering the screen with our hand because I just can't. I don't know what it is. It's like spider-esque, but like there is a lot of bugs like that can appear spider-esque that don't scare me as well, so I don't understand how that works. But yeah, I try to stay away from like the whole thing, so it's like doing the double team. Is this, I don't know, is this, yeah, this is the double team problem, right? It's gonna be doing that. Oh my gosh. Yoke is trying his hardest. Okay, my Togepi. Actually, I'm very surprised, like, that we are doing our level 40 of all the like levels, right? Usually, like, if you have like a Pokemon that's like under leveled, you'd be like, oh, make sure you like level it a little bit higher. But like, Yoke really has been doing it. I remember in the last episode, like, Yoke actually does pull through quite well. And it's really to the defense aspect of things, and I really am like impressed. But it's also because it's a normal type too, so like I guess it's not really like super effective unless it's like, you know, Bruce's Pokemon. So yeah, you got the Aridos. I'm gonna take the safeguard because we want to make sure we're not getting like confused or whatever. Wait, safeguard protects you against him, like, what is that, like the status decreases and stuff like that? Like, your stat decrease things? Is that what that works? I think that's what that works for, right? But it also protects them from not getting, like, confused for sure as well. So, I don't know. I still probably should actually, like, look into that and see how that works. Probably be really smart to do. But yeah, like, look, Yoke is just like, I mean, granted, it's Geiga Drain, right? You know, but like, it's trying. I'm trying to think what else Ariados has. Ariados has Double Team, it has Geiga Drain, and it has Baton Pass. And Geiga Drain has like 5p power points. Yeah, power points, PP. And Yoke is like with the 2, and then Yoke's like double edge, all or nothing. And then Yoke knocks himself out, and I'm like, oh, it wasn't supposed to be that way, but it was that way. And so now we're deciding, I think we're deciding which direction we're going with here. And I'm like, well, I'm actually thinking like, I'm thinking like, okay, what's the best course of action for this Ariados? It's already done its double team kind of deal, and then it could baton pass at any point. So how can we make this work? So we're like, okay, Yufu, last time you didn't get a chance to really show your work, but you do have Earthquake, and there's no reason not to use Earthquake. But then Yufu misses because of double team, obviously, and then Ariados hits with a Geiga Drain, as you guys can see here. Because I guess that's its like best attack thing. So we're gonna go with Earthquake again. It misses again, and then Ariados is like, you're not going anywhere. And then we're like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna keep on Earthquaking. Earthquake finally hits, and we are able to take it down to red. And then it hits with another double team, so its evasion is even higher. And I'm like, slash, please. And it's missing. You know, Yufu is like, what is happening? And then he does the baton pass. So we got Venomoth here, who is actually flying. No, it's not even flying bug. It's like it's a bug poison. And we're just gonna be like, Earthquake anyway, because like, that makes sense. But you know, we still do it. And ironically, like, the supersonic is like there, and ironically, even with the baton pass and the double team before the baton pass, like, Venomoth is like, wait, I don't remember anything with this, what's on this baton. So like, Yufu actually takes out the Venomoth easily, and he's going with the Ariados again, and Yufu is like, no, you put the spider web on me, guess what? Yeah, like, you're paying. Pay up. And Yufu does a slash. Ariados is down. Yufu takes down 2 of Coco's Pokemon. And then he's about to use the Fortress, which we already know who we're going for. It's just a no-brainer. Yafu is going to be here because like that 4 times like weakness to fire. Yeah, that's what you do. So yeah, you got the Yafu. Still in the flame wheel. Yes, that is everything. It's not necessary. It wasn't needed, you know. It was just very easy. And some of these aspects too, we did like there was a couple times where we did lose. We whited out, and then like then yeah, obviously we just kept the levels that we do have. Look, all of our Pokemon are level 40, and like Kohler is level 41. Like, easy, you know. Except with the Muck. I don't know my reasoning for going with Kohler on this one. Kohler has had a hard time. That was back when he was a Pineco, so like I am wondering what my choice options of me doing this. I think I just wanted everyone to have a chance to like do something, but then Kohler misses with takedown, and then it starts doing an acid armor, which increases its defense by 2. Oh my gosh, some painstaking. So now if Kohler had just like hit him that one time, but I mean, he's working against minimize. Like, you know, if you're gonna do a takedown, you gotta see your enemy too. And yeah, its thing is maxed up. Like, this muck is insane. And we're missing. And it's still doing acid armor, which means it probably doesn't really know what to do against Kohler. It is muck, and steel this time is not like, is very strong. Like, it's super effective against like poison types. So, but ironically, we don't have any steel type moves, and you know, that's just how it is. So like, the muck is like unsure of what to do. Obviously it's like a programming thing where it's like it's not sure what to do actually, because like it can't fight. It really well can't fight Kohler right now because of steel typing, or it's just not optimal enough to do like damage. I mean, like with the sludge bomb, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what he has or something like that, and it just won't work. He probably has like something like toxic or something. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. But we didn't get to see that play out because Kohler was just like, it didn't know what to do against Kohler. And then, well, now we got Koga's, yeah, this would be Koga's signature, which is the Crobat. And obviously with the Crobat, we're gonna go with Yafu because it's a part flying type as well. And that's actually what we're betting on. And in terms of everything too, Icy Wind also slows down their speed. So we're gonna normalize you just a little bit. Well, that's the evasion. But like, we're gonna normalize it just a little bit with the speed. So if it does happen to take out Yafu, like, then it's like a no-brainer basically, pretty much. And he uses the full restore, which makes sense. And I forgot, I do remember that I forgot that he did that, so I was like very flabbergasted. I was like, how dare you? How dare you use items during the battle and I can't even do that? So yeah, and then we're like, you know what? I'm going back to Icy Wind. He's going for the Toxic. Toxic misses, but then Yafu misses with the Icy Wind as well. And then Crobat's like, wing attack. And I'm like, I know that move. Well, Yafu's like, oh, I know that move, but I can't land it. You're too fast. And then he tries the Toxic again. It doesn't miss, but Icy Wind in turn hits this time. And I think the roll is not enough. Yeah, the roll for that damage wasn't very good. So obviously it did that, but it slowed him down enough to where we could get the first turn, and that was a done deal. And that's as how we defeated Koga in this part of the episode. Yeah. Yes. We defeated him, and he's very proud of us actually, which is like very nice. We have been proven, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. He's always on the road to even more skill boosting. And then we go in and start to heal our Pokemon. We did lose Yoke, but Yoke did some good work too. Let's not undermine our Yoke here. Everyone did some work. I think everyone except Utoku participated in that battle, which rightfully so. She probably wouldn't have done very well, since like she's very effectively weak against like poison types. Just keep her safe, yeah. That PP was restored. Yeah, we got the Neville Melt Ice, which seems to be very effective. I think at this point I was like, Like, nah, we should be able to do this. We can do this. I'm contemplating, I think, like, okay, well, everything that we've been doing so far has not really been helping. So if I can, like, maximize on Yofu's damage dealings, it might be just enough. So I actually switch out Mystic Water. Well, I switch out the Never Melt Ice for the Mystic Water and put that on Yofu so that we could just maximize the water aspect of his typing. And yeah, we go into the next round. Yeah. This is Bruno. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I called him. Actually, I just realized I called him Bruce. It's Bruno. It's Bruno. Okay, gosh. So, yeah, we got a hoo-ha! You know, I love this time. So, yes, we can't deny that Bruno, look at this guy. He is fine. For some sprites, he is fine. You know, he might even make his way to be like the what is that? He might be the what is that? The thumbnail? We'll see how well this episode goes. But oh, definitely, totally. So yeah, I actually might have to do a couple practices before I record the next episode too, because like I really don't know where we're at or what my Pokemon team is capable of. But I won't give out any spoilers for sure. We're trying to. Well, probably actually watching this actually probably helps too. We're watching this so that I can like pick up from where I left off in terms of like, okay, this is what my Pokemon can do. This is what they're good at. You know, it has been almost nearly a month since I posted a video, so I do apologize for that. So Yoke is actually like fighting a fighting type. Can you believe it? You're a baby normal type and like you're like dealing with like the fighting type. It's insane. And I'm like, well, maybe we need to like save Yoke for another time. So I'm like, okay, let's bring out Yafu because Yafu can make some things happen. And Yafu is safe against like ground type moves anyway, being half flying type. So we're just gonna be like, agility. Yeah. Be faster. Which I guess we're already fast enough, but you know, it never hurts to help. And then we're gonna be like wing attack because, but it's Hitmontop's faster because of the priority, the wing attack. But we also realize that Yofu's physical like attack stat is not like super great. So like it's really just like doing enough. Pretty much is what's happening here. It's doing enough. And then we're like, we can just take it out because yeah, we use Surf because we have the double. We have that extra damage. And what's happening right now, actually, I think I remember from what I can possibly remember, I think, is like, oh man, Yofu, like I'm trying to save Yofu because Yofu is one of my key components. Actually, in all of my attempts thus far, Yofu has been a key component in trying to take out this Machamp. Because that's what's really happening, is like the Machamp always takes me out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there has to be a way to do so. And so we got the Machamp, the Hitmonchan, and it does the Mach Punch, which is obviously super effective against Yoke. And I was like, oh my gosh, Yoke is like trying really hard and couldn't land a Sweet Kiss. I was so sad. I totally was so sad that happened. Like, I'm just like, why? And then I'm also remembering at this point too, I'm like, okay, I cannot bring out Kohler. I cannot bring out Jhoto. Like, granted, it's just going to use Mach Punch again for the first time, but afterwards, you know, he has access to all the elemental punches. So, like, along with, you know, the Mach Punch, he has his Thunder Punch, he has the Ice Punch, and then he has Fire Punch. So, Yafu's the only person I could really take out where it won't, like, destroy every character. And obviously Yafu can't handle it because he's a normal type. So Yafu's like also very integral to my defeating of Machamp, and I'm having to use him now because I guess for some reason I'm forgetting my processes on taking out Hitmonchan for whatever reason, which is kind of bad, kind of annoying. And I got the Flame Wheel. That's going. Taking him down. Oh man. With the Flame Wheel, we gotta just keep it going. The Mach Punch. And Yafu is like holding in there. He is holding on to dear life with the 4 HP. All these Pokemon, all my Pokemon are like just holding on to dear life with that single digit. It's a little gulp of water and some ASMR. And we got the Onyx, so obviously we know who to bring out for Onyx. We always bring out Jhoto because she has been missing in action since Will. But then I'm like, ooh, I could bring someone else out. And I'm like, no, Jhoto's probably the best bet for this right here. I think that's what's going through my mind right now. I'm trying to like think, you know, trying to make sure it goes. I do apologize if I'm getting like winded or like, I don't know, I feel like I might be a little antsy. I haven't eaten anything today. I think it's like 4:41, but to be fair, I woke up at like 1 something. So I'm getting this done now so that I can be like, yeah, I'm ready to post this today because it is Sunday. Sunday is one of our posting days. Remember you guys, it's always like Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday is like the optimal days to post, but I'll post videos whenever they can come out. And then like the Mega Drain was just enough to take out Onyx. Honestly, I should have kept Growth this entire time for Jhoto. I just realized the mistake that I made when that happened. But now we have to roll with it because Growth is no longer available. And I am not starting with the new Sunkern. Actually, I don't think I've encountered another Sunkern since we found her. So yeah, that's something. And then they're bringing out, what are they bringing out? The Hitmonlee, I think it is. And I'm trying to figure out who's like, okay, who should I bring out now? And I think I opt to keep Jhoto in. If I'm not no, I actually switch. Okay. I think I switched to, I felt like I was gonna sneeze. I think I switched to Yafu because I was like, okay, well, we can see how much damage we can do. The attack went way up, right? But like, it doesn't do anything because we're gonna be focusing on special attack moves. And the high jump kick, which is insane. It still is insane, even though it's, not very effective technically with that 30 damage. And Yafu knocks himself out. So, Operation Yafu is already not working. It's already not working. So, we got Jhoto coming out because I'm like, okay, I don't know who else I can bring out. Which, fair enough. Okay, hear me out. Fair enough. We could probably bring out Kohler. Take this guy out with 1 hit. But then, who would we use to take out Machamp, right? So like now Jhoto's really mad because Hitmonlee showed his swagger. Okay. And then Jhoto hurts herself. was crazy too, because in the high hump jump, the high hump jump, the high jump kick. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. And then he takes out Jhoto, no problem. Jhoto struggled that entire match. Now Yoke comes in here, and Yoke is like, I'm gonna charm you. And he's like, no you're not. And he just does a high jump kick to the Yoke as well. And like just smashes that Yoke, and this is all runny. And then now we have Yafu, but I know Yafu, at least at the very least, is very fast. And I'm like, you know what? I have Mud Slap. We're gonna do it. Mud Slap. I think that's what we do. Yeah. We do Mud Slap because whenever we can set up and we have the first turn, yes. But that's not enough to deter Hitmonlee from the high jump kick. So like we're actually feeling kind of like unsure because now we have Yafu and then we have Kohler. And it's kind of scary. Honestly, like, I mean, we could still win with this team. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We could still win with this team. We just gotta play it very carefully. I don't know why I'm choosing between Pin Missile and Takedown, but we're making it work. And Kohler was confused. And he has like little chicky birds, and everyone is confused and hurting themselves no matter what. Craziness, I know. But he hurts himself finally, but that was like a very minuscule amount of damage. So Kohler is actually able to do a lot of extra damage thanks to Swagger. And we take him out. Like, no joke. Like, we finally take him out. It was like a whole rage. Seeing that everybody in our team was just like demolished. And then we move on to, I think it is, I don't know why I switched that out. This probably, it would have been really perfect to keep Kohler in. I probably wasn't thinking, which didn't make any sense either, but like, I don't know what I really don't. I think I was like, oh well, Yafu could like do a lick or something, but like honestly, we could have just like did an explosion on Machamp, and that would have been ball game, 100%. But in this case, we do hit the lick, so any other turns that come through come first. And on top of that, he is paralyzed, as you guys can see. And then we're like, whoosh, it's going down. And then Machamp misses with the cross chop, so we're like super excited. And I'm like, oh man, oh man, oh man. Earthquake again? We definitely are. We're like, Earthquake again? And then it's just right there. And then we're like, oh my gosh, the cross chop. The cross chop! Oh my gosh. And we know that Machamp is really strong. And we know that Yafu is a, you know, he's a normal type. So that's, inherently, he's already weak against that. So now we're here with Kohler. And obviously, yeah, Kohler can, like, do, like, what he has. I think we go with, like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, a takedown. But then I realized that he hasn't used the max potion. And he is back to full health once again. And there's nothing we can do about that. And I'm just like, great. But so we make our way to try and ease him down again. Machamp is fully paralyzed. Mind you, we're like already like feeling defeated because of the max potion. And then it hits with the recoil. The cross chop hits. And then we're like, oh, and Kohler goes down because it was a critical hit especially. That was just a neutral damage. So if it wasn't a critical hit, I'm pretty sure Kohler would have survived that. I'm pretty sure. So that is not the end of the episode, actually. No, it is not the end of the episode. We are not going to let it stop right here. We actually walk around in here because I noticed that it is morning time. And I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'm pondering. I'm about to, you guys can see like the little, the thing I was contemplating. I was like, we're resetting. Yes, we're resetting. So I was not really happy with that. And I was like, I was so frustrated. I remember now. I was so frustrated. I was like, we were right there. And then I had to go and forget, literally, I had to go and forget that the Elite Four uses, they do use, if they have the chance and opportunity, they will use that max potion. And that was my fault because every single time I forget, that they use the max potion. So now we're here back again. I'm like, okay, we're not gonna fight you on that side. We're gonna fight you on this side, Will. And I think I do that with everybody else too, minus Koga. I think I do the same thing with Bruno. I'm like, you know what? No, we're not talking to you right here. I'm gonna talk to you here. But we'll get to that point when we get to that point. So now we are back here again, dealing with Will. Yes, I'm actually choosing not to take on the loss, you know, of the whiteout this go around, and I opted to reset it, as you guys saw, because I really do not want to go back. I'm being honest, I really don't want to go back all the way to Jhoto to get some healing items. And at that point, I would have been running out. I would be running out by the time if I had just continued onward. Yeah, it would have been good, but like, honestly, you know, we really don't want to do that. Yeah, we really don't want to do that because it's like a lot. But yeah, so I wonder how you guys are doing. How have you guys been? I mean, we could definitely start. It is pretty funny that I'm actually using yolk for this, but like, I figured it'd be nice, right? Because like, then we're just like using a whole Jhoto team for the Jhoto League, if that makes sense. You know, it just seems right to have your whole Gen 2 Pokemon all encompassing on this one. And I think it works out quite well, to be honest. Like, it's just really nice to be like, okay, I use only Pokemon from Jhoto. And then for the most part, everybody's pretty much new. Minus Togepi. Which, to be fair, Togepi is one of Vanila's signature Pokemon here. And if you don't know who Vanilla is by this point, or if you're a new watcher just catching this video just now, like, obviously if you see the clothes, you kind of can tell who is who. Vanilla is the one with the ice cream cone, with the vanilla chocolate drizzle, cherry on top, and the mint chocolate chip ice cream cone. It's a lot. And then obviously our rival was Palmtre, and as you can see, this guy with a palm tree on his little chest bag there. So yeah, so that's what we're working with here. So I think I wonder if I'd like just to play like Pokemon Emerald or Gold or Sapphire or Ruby. I guess. Well, no, because I'd have to play Palmtre. Yeah, I would have to play Palmtre. Honestly, because that's his region. So Caret, the pink girl on top, she's my Gen 1, so she's, you know, Kanto. And then Gen 2 is Vanilla. She's the Jhoto region. And then Palmtre is he's the Hoenn region. And then you see up top there the guy with the, well, it's a pompadour, but you guys can't see it because it's not in the front view, but it's a pompadour. He is my Sinnoh region trainer, and yeah, so that means his rival Palmtre's rival. Well, no, because if we play the guy, right, it's a girl. So in that case, we'd switch it around, and instead it'd be Caret. Caret would be the rival. So we'll make Caret the rival for Palmtre. Right? I don't know. We'll cross that road when we get there, but right now we are focused on this. And as you guys can see, we pretty much did the same tactic. Kohler came out for Executor, took out the Executor. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yes, yes. And then we're gonna bring out Yafu or Yofu. And I think we bring out Yofu. I think we actually did pretty much overall much better this time around as well. And so yeah, this time I bring out Yafu because I was like, you know what? We're just gonna Thunder Punch this thing and it'll be fine. And on top of that, we're faster than the Psychic type this way too. And it works. We hit it. I mean, it's like gonna do like, just bring it to like the end of orange. But then he gets it with like the Confuse Ray, and I'm like, how do I keep on forgetting that Confuse Ray is a thing? But I'm like, you know what? That's not gonna stop me. That's not gonna stop me. And I'm gonna use the Flame Wheel. And I don't know why I chose to use Flame Wheel, because then if we just use Thunder Punch, we could still what's up, but it's probably good that we did that. And then I still choose to use Flame Wheel for whatever reason. I think the way I'm looking at it is because like Yafu does in fact have like charcoal. And so I mean, I guess it works. Definitely, I guess it works. So we can't really like knock it for that. That's just one of those things, you know. You make it work. So then we got that's how we defeat Will yet again. Which is funny because like Will is like kind of like for me, Will is like the easiest, and for some reason I decided to like talk to him again, even though like we've like read this. Wait, no, we don't talk to him. He just like says this little thing and then opens the door. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's my phone. Whoops. It is popping off. But yeah, as you guys can see, our healing process here is always like it's pretty simple when it comes to defeating Will. But this time around, I think we were like running off of like what we remembered and like tactics and skills that we chose, the strategies that we chose to use. Okay, let's do this with Koga. We're already ready. We've already read this, like, I think, what is this, like, this would be the 5th or 6th time now. Because this is the next attempt. Oh my gosh. So obviously we are like not looking at the screen, but Ariados already from the get-go is like, we know what we're gonna do. So you know what, I'm like, you know what, we're gonna make sure that if you're gonna do damage and if you're gonna bring it to anyone else, like, you're not gonna do any damage. But then I realize, I think I forget that Ariados actually has like only like Geiga Drain, so like exactly like it's not doing anything because grass moves in this game are special attack based, so like I'm like, okay, maybe that's not gonna work. But I'm thinking, I also think about it too, is like, okay, well, if it baton passes, then that Pokemon also will not have like the high attack. And, poison, most poison Pokemon have like, well, the poison attacks are physical based in this game. So, like, no matter what, if they have a poison skill that they're trying to use, then that's gonna do that to them. So then I'm like, okay, well, Yolk's gonna find a way and fight his way because the whole Yolk. You can't fight the Yolk. Obviously, it also seems like a losing battle, but Yolk is doing some really insane damage. If you guys can see right there, that's a lot of damage that Yolk is doing versus this Ariados's like Geiga Drain. Do you guys see this? Like, it's really not adding up. But Yolk misses, and obviously that's good, but like it's not enough. And he does take out Yolk with the Geiga Drain, sadly to say. But Yolk did really good work. Like, if it wasn't for like the healing that it kept on having, like Yolk probably would have already like knocked it out. But after that, we're just like, you know what? We're not messing with this. Fire, flame, and then Yafu misses because I forget all about the double teams that it did. It did like 3 double teams. And then it chooses to bring out Fortress, which works out very well because I'm like, you know what? Flame Wheel. But then I'm like, oh wait. Double team, the baton pass, so it works out. And then I'm like, you know what? We just keep doing it. It's gonna happen, and it happens. And we do hit Fortress with the Flame Wheel, which works out in our favor. And it is down with the 1 hit. So Ariados's plans were for naught after all. So we got the muck. I'm actually not sure what direction I chose with when keeping Yafu in for the muck. I think I was just tired. I think that's what it was. I think I was just tired of like one of my Pokemon just like dying all the time easily. And I think what I do here is I'm like, you know what? If anything, my starter and my should also still be my ace. And I'm like, well, let's go and like give Yafu a big level boosting, right? And so look, Yafu was like killing it. Yafu's like no games played, which rightfully so. You see this wolf ear character, like it's not really his ears, it's just his hair formed like ears. But like you see him here, and like he kind of matches his character, like his Pokemon right there. But no, he plays no games. He's a very serious, like, very stoic, serious kind of character. And he's like, I'm not having this. I am tired of coming back here, deja vu. And he's like, Thunder Punch to the Crobat. And the Crobat is like, whoa, I just got out here. This is super effective. And I don't know if I can fly, but I'm paralyzed. And Yafu was like, yes, you're gonna miss and everything. And then I don't know why we're contemplating like Flame Wheel. I'm thinking because it's like, well, Flame Wheel has a 100% hit rate versus like an 80, like I think it's like 85 accuracy. But then I'm like, well, you could have prevented, getting hit right there. And then he uses the full restore naturally. And then we use the Flame Wheel again, which is fine. Because you know how awesome it would be if he got burned? Like, just like, okay, you're doing less damage. But then we hit with the Thunder Punch anyway. So it's like, we could have just done that the first time and gotten through that. And then it's using like the double team, which obviously, rightfully so, that's one of its specialties. And then we're like, well, if we're going to do that, we're going to use that. But then Flame Wheel misses because of the double team. And it hits us with the wing attack, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be going on forever. But I am proven wrong as Yafu is like, see, you should have believed me. And I'm like, okay, good job, Yafu. We love you. And once again, he gained some more levels. And I think I keep it going too. I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I just have, because this in my mind right now at this point, I'm like thinking, okay, well, actually, no. Yafu is like my fastest Pokemon, right? So if I keep on showcasing Yafu and his improving his stats and level ups and stuff, then he could probably be fast enough and good enough to take on the Machop. The Machop, the Machamp. And that is the one Pokemon that is absolutely destroying us. So I think I do remember that my mindset was like, yo, we need to do this. And then Yafu is obviously going to do Flame Wheel because it's like, it's like a bug poison type. It's like, it's not even a question. Which at the time, you know, Venomoth was his signature, and then Crobat came out. Which makes sense too, honestly. And then, like that, the Venomoth is taken down, and we can say that once again, with a little bit of struggle, we also leveled up Yafu, and look at that speed, 110 speed. Yo, get it. And with that, we took out Koga for the 6th or 5th time. Yes, I subjected everything I could muster, but my efforts failed. Yes, I'm sorry, Koga. We will. We are on the road to face your daughter. Right, yeah, and as you guys can see, we're just like healing our people, and ironically enough, we used only like 3 Pokemon in that entire like battle. Crazy, I know, that's crazy. And we actually like pretty much used 1 Pokemon, and look at us, like we did not lose anybody really. Just our baby, just our baby Pokemon. It's just our baby Pokemon. I bid my farewells to Koga and I move into this lava-ridden fighting type leader. Or elite, I should say. Yeah, I think I do the whole run around. I'm like, no. I'm gonna challenge you from the area that I want to move in from. So we're gonna be facing the door. And I'm like, okay, so what can help me here? Like, how can I do extra damage? How can I switch up my range of techniques so that I can make things work for me against all of his Pokemon just in general? And I'm trying to think. I'm like, okay, something's gotta give. And I'm still unsure as like how am I gonna make things work? How can I move things about, you know? That's what this whole period right here is. I'm just trying to think, okay, so if I move someone and someone else is at the start of the battle, maybe that would make a big difference too. But then I'm also thinking, it was like, at some point I do believe I was thinking, okay, Yoke could probably try to hit off like a charm on the Machamp if we keep Yoke there long enough. But then I'm like, no, Machamp's like really fast. Yoke is not really fast. And on top of that, I think one, I also forgot to put on an item onto Yoke. Oh my gosh, what is going on? But we're gonna try it. So we did actually indeed switch up the mold, and we made we did in fact make Kohler the start of this battle, which actually fits because not really gonna be like taking a lot of mess from the Hitmontop, honestly. Let's see if I remember. Did I remember that it uses Oh yeah, with Kohler, I'm also always betting on the fact that the chance that Quick Claw can move, and in this case, Quick Claw did not activate. So that is why I chose Takedown instead of like whatchamacallit, but then we could just protect. And this is what we were doing earlier, and like I think the first video that I came out with against the Elite Four, and this is practically how this works. Now I do realize like that this protect thing can also work very well against Machamp as well, because it is a priority move. But then it is just that. But and then on top of that, because it's a priority move, I do miss out on the chance that the Quick Claw would activate. You know, and obviously, you know, Hitmontop uses what was that? Future Sight? No, that wasn't Future Sight. It's Foresight, right? No, not Foresight. It was what was that move? I just watched it and I don't remember what it is now. But it's basically a, you know, the protection. So yeah, I'm like, okay, well, Kohler did pretty good. So Yafu obviously is safe from that attack. So now Hitmontop has no choice but to use Quick Attack. Once again, Yafu should be stronger, or strong enough now, using Surf because of the Mystic Water, and it's a water typing on top of that. So you kind of get like both effectivenesses going underway. Which has been kind of like really rare for Yafu to be using Surf in the first place. So giving the Mystic Water kind of helps, because it's like, okay, yeah, you are a water type, you can maximize out on your ability to use Surf or your water move. Just gotta use it. And with that, we take out the Hitmontop because it should be strong enough, yeah. With all the factors and the boosts to their the move itself, basically. And so I'm really considering Yoke, because I'm like, okay, well, we could use actually, I'm actually not sure exactly what I'm contemplating here, but Yafu is obviously, Yafu is obviously the right choice because there is no water punch or whatnot, so we actually have an opportunity to make short work of this Pokemon without so much hardship. And it obviously goes for the Mach Punch, and then Yafu's like, Mud Slap! You're playing dirty. Which, I mean, sometimes you gotta do a little setup. And what had I not been doing for a while in these episodes? Not setting up. So you guys know me. I kept Mud Slap for a reason. We taught him Mud Slap, I think. Or did he learn Mud Slap? I can't remember which one it was, but we definitely kept it from the very beginning of the game. That is for sure. And I am not against it at all. I love it. But then it hits, and that's how we take out the Hitmonchan. And then from here, Yafu just like, you know, those extra 2 levels for Yafu actually really like made a huge difference, it seems. Like, as you can see, it's like 89. And we change our Pokemon? Yes, because I do realize that, like, yes, I want Yafu. I do want Yafu as one of my Pokemon. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning again. What is going on here? And obviously, we switch out. Yeah, I want Yafu as one of my characters, one of my Pokemon to be taking on that that pesky Machamp because it's griefing. Oof. And then Yutoku actually Yutoku is going through it this round. She's been flinching, she's not fast enough. Like it's really rough. Ooh, yeah, I didn't remember that. That threw me off. So it's already not looking good. Like, because Yutoku was like, Yutoku didn't do any damage on the rock type, which is even more insane. So then we bring out, like, Yafu, and I'm like, well, if anything's gonna work, it's gonna be Earthquake. So Yafu is having a tantrum right now because obviously they knocked out Yutoku. Yafu is like super caring and upset now because like he's like, no. I think all of them would do that for Yutoku though. It's not just what's-my-call-it thing. It's not just a it's not just a Yafu thing. I can't remember who actually I bring out for Hitmon, maybe. I really can't actually. I'm trying to remember. Who do I bring out again? Do I bring out Yafu again? I'm very much not sure which one. Yeah, I'm not sure who I bring out for this one. That was me, the pause was me thinking as well. So like it kind of shows throughout the game. I'm like, who do I bring out? At this point, like who do I bring out? Who do you bring out at that point? Yeah, we know Yafu wouldn't really do so well. So we do take the liberties of trying to charm it. But you know, a high jump kick is like insane. Like, that thing is insane. And Yolk was like, and I know in my heart, I'm like, no, it's already happening. It's going down. And then so I'm like, okay, well, Mudslap, you know, because like it does damage if it misses high jump kick, right? So like accuracy fell, and then it used Swagger, and I'm like, great, because we remember what happened just in the last fight that we did. But I'm like, you know what? We're gonna keep trying, and we are going to do an attack, right? I think that yeah, we do Flame Wheel because we have the charcoal. And then it works. Obviously also because like it's a fire special attack move. Well, it's a special attack move anyway. So like we're not actually like homing in on like that super powered attack stat. And he damages himself. So that Mudslap is like working. And then Yafu's like Thunder Punch for the chance of like you know, paralysis or something like that. And then it hits itself again, which is good, so the Mudslap was working, you know, and then I'm like, what do we do? I don't know why I chose to do this. If I am, I don't know. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh wait, no, we're just gonna do this? I don't know, actually. I'm kind of confused. Are we switching? I think we're switching. I don't recall this part, but yeah. So maybe I'm like, okay, well, Kohler could probably like do some work, and then the double kick actually like doesn't do a lot of damage, obviously. So let me see what he's gonna do. Oh, he's using Swagger. Well, guess what? No more. Hit with that takedown, and that's how the Hitmonlee goes down. So right about now, I'm feeling really good. Am I feeling sad about Yoke and Utoku going down? Yes. But I still have 4 Pokemon on my arsenal to take on this Machamp. And we're all in green health. For the most part, things are looking up. Things are looking good. And I'm like, yes, we could do this. We have all the resources in the world to make sure that this can work. It's already done. It already is. So like, we just gotta get past him. We just gotta figure out how we're gonna do that. And I'm like, okay, if we could just land 1 paralysis on him, it works. And it does! I'm like, yes. Everything is like happening for me. Like, everything is like gonna work out. And then it's like, cross chop. Machamp was not feeling that. He was like, you are not gonna lick me again. I do not appreciate that. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay, well, we knew that was a potential. We gave thanks. I remember for sure too. We gave thanks to Yafu for doing that good setup for us. Now we hit him with the mud slabs because now we have an opportunity for him to miss some hits. And with the rock slide being missed, yes. So we go for another one because we're like, you know what? Yeah, mud slap. Let's go. Let's do it. So I'm like, at this point, it's like we're really not trying to like have to deal with like as much damage as we are. And then I'm just like, no, not the rock slide. And then Yafu does it again. And then you know what I end up doing? I'm like, sure, let's go for it. Do as much damage as you can because we have an agenda. We do have an agenda. And hits with the rock slide and it's like, okay, yes. So we take the mud slap again. It was like, just keep doing it. We don't want to, basically what's happening is I don't want to prompt the whole max potion, but what does he do anyway? He prompts the max potion. So I'm like, okay, well, mud slap. Yeah. It's working out anyway, you know. And with that being said, hopefully it's not one of the cases that we dealt with Price. And then obviously Machamp was like over it and does the whole vital throw thing, and that kind of makes me sad. But then it's like, you know what? Actually, we're done. Like dealing with this Machamp, and I'm like, you know what? What more? How much more worse can it be? And so I'm like, you know what, Kohler? Just explode. The first time he uses explosion since I got it, and I'm like, oh wow, yeah, that does a lot of damage. 250 damage, base power. That is a lot of damage. Like, well, 250 base power. So I'm like, okay, that works. And look at that. We did it! Through all costs, we eliminated Elite Four Bruno, and he was defeated. Ooh, look at that man. Why? How could we lose? And at this point, I'm like so fangirling. I'm like, yes, we did it, you guys. We did it. We did it! Yay! So yeah, I'm super stoked that we beat this. Go face your next challenge. I should have been reading that actually to you guys since like it took out everybody, but I made sure because I think I remembered every single, like the first 2 times that I fought Bruno, because we did get to Bruno by that point. Every time we made it up to there, I would always make the mistake and Kohler would not get the chance to use explosion at all. And I'd be like, oh wait, no. every single time. So that's why I made sure it happened the way it did this way, because it was just like, no, it's not, it's crazy. How could this happen? You know, it's one of those, it's one of those deals. So we did it without any pressure practically. And so yeah, that is it's really good stuff actually. Yeah, at this point we're just healing. We are getting ready for our first time, okay, our first time dealing with Caret. That's huge. So really, at this point also I'm like really scared because everyone usually tells me like, you know, besides Jasmine, like Caret is probably like the hardest out of this group of individuals. And I'd be like, oh, probably, yeah. You know, the dark type is quite new, and so was like the steel type, it was quite new. So it wouldn't be a surprise. And I'm like, oh man, okay, so like I'm reviewing my skills. I'm like, okay, what does everyone have? Because it could make or break everything, you know, like making sure everyone has something. I don't recall if I remembering that Yoke is not holding an item. But I think I'm gonna fix something. Yeah, I give Yoke the pink bow because I'm like, well, I mean, if you're gonna be doing attacks with that double edge, you might as well have the extra, you know, the extra damage boost with that, right? So we definitely do use that. And then but then I'm thinking like, what else could it have? Like, and I'm like, well, I don't know, something might fall asleep. I think that's what I'm going for. Mintberry is that's to wake up sleep, right? Mintberry is to wake up sleep, and then like the bitterberry is for confusion, or is it the other way around? Oh, I think it is. This is just me and my thought processes right now. Trying to make sure everything's good. Because I'm like, oh my gosh. Like at this point, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so I really want to make sure I'm good. My Pokemon are good. Make sure they have everything that they need, that their power points are replenished enough. Because at this point, I don't really know what I'm going up against when it comes to Caret. We've been facing Bruno, Will, and Koga this entire like past what 3 episodes, maybe 4 technically. So like I'm kind of scared. I am kind of scared. I have no clue what exactly we're getting ourselves into when it comes to the dark type elite gym leader, the dark type elite gym leader, the dark type elite 4 member. But we are here, and her area is looking a lot like Faulkner's gym. I am Cotton at the Elite 4. You're Vanilla. How amusing. I love dark type Pokemon. I find their wild, tough image to be so appealing, and they're so strong. Think you can take them? Take on them? Just try and impress me. Let's go! I think she said entertain me or something like that, but I read it something else for some other reason. Look at her! She's like jazz handsing and everything like that. Elite 4. Caret wants to battle. And she sent out the signature Umbreon. Just pretty cool. It's definitely pretty cool. just want to see what exactly she would be trying to do or whatnot. Sand attacks! Oh no! We cannot have any of that. I will not. But I think I do go with the pin missile route because like dark types are weak. They're weak against bug types, I think, or at least the bug type is strong on it. Oh, never mind. They're just kind of. Oh no, they are. Okay. Yeah. So I think this is the route I go because I'm like, it's a sand attack, you know. Honestly. Then we got going. Good. Kohler's like unconfused. Like, he's confused, but he's like unconfused. Like at the same time. See, it was trying to work on him, but now he's missing everything because of the sand attacks. Which, I mean, to be fair, honestly, yeah, that's a thing. Sweet. Not sweet, actually. But we do actually hit the pin missile, which is really good. Because the more that we can get off on her, the better. With the critical hit on top of that, like, honestly, I think what the whole idea for the Umbreon is to create the most annoying circumstances ever for your opponent. You know, I think that's what it is. We use protect. Oh, my stomach. Yeah, I think I'm getting hungry too. I wonder if you guys could hear that. That was actually really loud. I heard that through my headphones. Oh, okay, so like Kohler is trying really hard to like make this work. But like the confusion is taking over, but with that being done, Umbreon is down. Kohler almost gets a level up, rightfully so. And then Elite Four member is about to, Caret is about to use Houndoom! Oh snap! So obviously with Houndoom, we're either going with Yafu or Yafu. We could try Yufu as well, and I think that's what I'm thinking in my head as well. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, it makes sense to use it, but then it's like, I almost forget. Like, I was thinking just now, I was like, why did I choose Yofu? Because I'm so used to, for Yofu, I'm so used to using like Icy Wind, and I'm like, oh wait, Yofu's a water type. So like, Surf obviously makes sense to go against Houndoom, you know, like it just makes sense. And actually it's pretty good too because like all dark type moves in this game are special attack moves. So like when she uses Crunch and stuff, that's actually like good because Yofu is like our special defense master over here. So now we got 3 more Pokemon from her. We are feeling good. We're at a Gungar, which is what Marvelous wants to be. We still gotta figure out how to do that, but we'll figure that out when we beat the Elite Four and a champion. We just gotta get there. So there's a Gengar. Look at that really cool, like, sprite work. Like, so much detail. It's literally a shadow. And then Yofu is like, I shall come, I shall go. So we're trying to figure out, okay, what can work? I'm like, I mean, honestly, we could probably get away with using Earthquake on it because this is not like Gen 3 upwards where they have like abilities and stuff. So obviously it's going to do damage, and that's all we needed to do. And Yofu actually I don't think has to get a penalty from Curse because he knocked out the Pokemon. And you know, that's a thing in the game. And then we got the Vileplume. The Vileplume comes out, and you know, I was really, like you saw right there, I was really contemplating, like, you know what? Utoku should come out and then we'll see who the better flower is. But you know what? We realized that is not probably the best choice action to go for, because Vileplume is also like part poison. And we actually take liberties to be like, Flame Wheel! Then we hit it with the Stone Spore, and it's like, oh man, Yafu. Because at this point too, I really don't know what to expect. But then it uses Moonlight, and I remember being so like impressed by Moonlight, because it's like such a cool move. Look, it looks so cool, and it's so nice. It's like, imagine a Pokemon with Moonlight and Synthesis. Yo, it's amazing. And then obviously Yafu takes it out easily because like he's a fire type, and what is she, just grass and poison, you know? So, ooh. Are we gonna change last Pokemon? I think I know who the last Pokemon is. It said Murkrow, right? That's a Murkrow. So I'm like, okay, how can I do this? Because I'm not sure exactly in what way, you know? But yeah, we should be good to go. Even with Yoke here. I mean, I shouldn't have done that because, like, once again, I forget, like, dark moves are, like, they're all special based. So, like, decreasing the attack sharply is not really going to do anything. Probably would have been better off using, like, Sweet Kiss or something to make sure. Goodness. Poor Yoke was Yoke was the only one at this point to like have fainted. But we got this. Like, we have, okay, think about it. We have 5 Pokemon, right? Most of them are actually still full life. Not all, they really don't have an inherent weakness to darkness. They're just kind of neutral mostly. So I'm like, okay, who can I use for this? Who can I like make this work? Are you gonna be able to do it though, is the question. Then we're like, I think at one point too, I was like, oh, we could use Earthquake on the Murkrow because like, you know, it's a dark type. No, it's a dark flying type. Let's get it right. I think we actually do Lick for a long period of time too. Well, we did Lick for a bit because we were like, oh, we can do the setup. But then I'm like, no, Yufu can just rest. Yeah, Yufu can just rest. And then we'll work our way up from there. Because that's also another thing that we've fallen into is like, we use rest. Well, we don't get to use rest on time, basically. Well, the Murkrow is doing some damage though. It's put up a fight, that's for sure, because like look at where our Murkrow's thing is. And I'm actually happy that it just went down the way it did because Yufu got to level up, and like that, you guys, first try, we were able to take out Cotton. I was very happy. Like, I can remember, like, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, we beat Cotton for the very first time. You know, it's so awesome. Like, we don't have to do all that all over again. And then it hit me. I was like, oh my gosh. Well, aren't you good? I like that in a trainer. I was like, it started to hit me, and I was like, oh wait, the champion is next. I could lose. Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is the only selfish perception of people. Truly skilled trainers should try to win with their favorites. I like your style. You understand what's important. Go. Go on. The champion is waiting. She's so cool though. Kaden, she is so cool. You know, I should draw her. I should draw one of my favorite idols. Her name is Kaden as well. I should draw her in the Kaden outfit. We'd be like, look, it's Kaden from Pokemon. I think she'd appreciate it. It's pretty cool. And so now we're healing. Yeah, I'm at that point now. I'm like, okay, now it's the real conundrum is here. Like, do I just go forth and just take on the champion now? Do I save? Like, do I take him on and risk losing and then have to do all this all over again? Do I save here and we just work with what we have right now here? Like, there is so much going on in my mind right now. I am at a loss, actually. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen or what to do, but yes, this is actually also where I stopped the video. I have to let you guys know. Yes, you guys, I would like to thank you guys for being here with me for this very long episode. And we finally actually did take out Bruno. And we made it to Cotton. And we defeated her on the first try, which is awesome and amazing. So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I am very thankful that you choose me to have me come back and you guys be with me to experience this amazing game once again. It's actually going to be the first time me beating Pokemoncrystal, as I mentioned in the very beginning of the Let's Play. But we still got to do like the Kanto stuff, and then we still got to fight Red, you know, we got to do all that. So yeah, this is a point I'm like weighing my options now. I'm like, okay, so who doesn't have what? Who doesn't have this? Who doesn't have that? Who needs this? Who can help make going versus the dragon types? This dragon trainer, like, Elite Four, well, champion, not Elite Four anymore, this is champion. So yeah, so there's a lot going on at this point, and I'm making my outro right now. So yeah, you guys always remember you're being sent a very special stir-fry combo with a side of FurutsuSandoIdol. So if you want more of that virtual goodness, please come back and watch some more of this virtual goodness. I love you guys. I'm thankful that you guys choose me to spend any part of your day or night with, and I am always hoping to see you guys in the next episode. You guys will see what happens from there. Until next time, you guys, bye bye town, and thanks for watching. I'm so glad to be back, y'all. Thank you.